I've been noticing lately how often I just shut down in conversations with my partner. Like, he'll bring up something that feels critical. And it's like my mind blanks out. I just go numb. I say, "You're right," even when I'm upset.
So when there's a sense of criticism, you notice yourself going blank and agreeing, even if inside you feel something different. What's that like for you when it happens?
It's weird. I can actually feel my body kind of freeze up. It's like I'm disappearing. And it just feels safer than arguing, though.
That's an important insight that shutting down feels safer. It sounds like your body learned that this reaction protects you from something threatening or potentially overwhelming.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Growing up, my mom could get really explosive. If I tried to explain myself, she'd get louder or just start crying. It always ended up being my fault somehow. So I just learned to stop talking.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Back then, shutting down wasn't just a reaction, it was a survival strategy. It helped you reduce danger in the moment and protect yourself from your mother's emotionality.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it helped keep the peace.
Exactly. That defense strategy, going numb, becoming quiet, was adaptive back then. It protected a younger version of you from real emotional harm. Even now, when your partner raises his voice or seems critical, your body remembers this could be dangerous. So it's understandable that you go into that familiar protective mode.
I guess I never thought of it that way. I always just feel weak when I do it.
It's not weakness, it's your nervous system doing what it learned works. But now, as an adult, we can explore whether that same defense is still helping you in the same way it did, or sometimes it costs you something important, like being understood.
Yeah, because afterward I feel angry that he doesn't get me, but I also realized I never even said how I felt. So it's also kind of my fault.
That's a really balanced way of seeing it. Let's think together. What might be more adaptive way to respond in those moments? Something that protects you from feeling overwhelmed, but also helps you stay present and be able to express yourself.
Maybe taking a breath before I react, reminding myself that he is not my mom and I'm not that kid anymore.
Well, that's excellent. Grounding yourself in the present moment. You could also try giving yourself a small pause by saying something like, I need a moment to think about that instead of shutting down completely. That way, you still get protection. You're not jumping into danger, but you're staying engaged.
I really like that. It feels safer than confrontation, but I'm not totally disappearing.
Exactly. It's about creating a middle ground, keeping the protective function of your strategies and defenses, but updating it to fit your current life and relationships.
I can see that. It's like my old defense was an all or nothing like shield, and now I can make it a little bit more flexible.
That's a beautiful way to put it. Defenses don't need to disappear. They can evolve. They served you once and they can serve you differently now.
But sometimes I'll feel like I just can't handle it, like I need to shut down.
That's completely understandable. Some situations really are painful or overstimulating. There's nothing wrong with using a defense when the emotion gets too intense or too high. What's important is recognizing when it's truly protective versus when it's limiting your growth or connection.
So it's still okay if I shut down sometimes?
Absolutely. Defenses are part of being human. The goal isn't to eliminate them, but to use them consciously, knowing when you need them and when you can gently lower them.
That makes me feel a lot less guilty about it.
Good. It's about self-compassion. You can appreciate that your mind and body have always worked hard to protect you, and now you're learning new options, pausing, grounding, expressing a small piece of what you feel that can help you cope without completely retreating.
I like that idea. Having options, not just shutting down or exploding, but something kind of in between.
Exactly. That's emotional flexibility. And it starts with honoring the protective part of you that learned how to stay safe while also building the capacity to stay connected, even when it's uncomfortable.
That feels like something I can actually work on.
Wonderful. Between now and our next session, maybe notice one situation where you feel yourself starting to shut down. Pay attention to it. See if you can pause, take a breath, and try that small statement. I need a moment to think. Then reflect afterward on how it felt and what it was like to stay present, even a little bit.
I'll try that. I feel like understanding why I do this is already helping. It's not just random, it's trying to keep me safe.
Yes, and recognizing that gives you power to work with it rather than against it. It's not an enemy. It's been a strategy that was there to protect you. We can't avoid pain entirely, but we can learn to face it with compassion, balance, and choice.
This is something that I really, really want to learn.
And the willingness is the best starting point. We'll build from there. Good work.